Listen to Victory Lap from Nipsey Hussle. You'll hear him talk about Africa, being an African king. You talk about slave ships. You know, obviously you have your affiliations from your neighborhood and the way you were raised, right? But I find it very interesting that there's certain street dudes in hip hop that want to talk about culture and the importance of family.
My dad was born in Africa, in a country called Eritrea, and he spent the first 20 years of his life over there. So I was born and raised in LA. You know, I wasn't able to go back and really understand that side of my culture until I was 18 myself. But a lot of who I am, I understood more once I went over there, and just who I thought I was naturally, and parts of my personality and what I was just interested in, you know, is connected to my dad's side. You know.
Were you surprised, as having that connection to Africa, how much you saw the passion behind the movie Black Panther?
And I was like, you know, I was blown away for real when I watched it. And I said this yesterday, you know, the most powerful line in the movie is when Michael B. Jordan chose not to be saved. And he's like, man, what, so you could lock me up? He like, just bury me in the ocean, you know what I mean, with my ancestors, because they knew that death is better than bondage. That was heavy to me.
That part, I was like, whoa,
that was powerful, you know? So, and just the whole idea, so many layers to that movie. Jordan character, it like.
Did you see yourself?
Of course I did.
Because that's you, I mean.
Man, listen, that's why
you.
That's why it affected me like that, because I'm like, damn, you know, whoever wrote this, and obviously we know who wrote it, but I'm like, this dude, man, you know, he spoke to some real shit, because my dad is from Africa. But I was raised in South Central LA. And, you know, I was turned cold